What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioWest 3 Raw TV. So, amid this pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19, the global shutdown of the entire world, countries just, this crazy time that it feels like we're living in a movie, right? Guys, we're living in more than one movie at a time, and this is just, it's a strange time to be alive right now. So, a story that most of us missed the other day because we didn't understand the importance of it, and it really wasn't picked up by mainstream media. And this is the thing. Had mainstream media given this the attention that it actually deserved, all of us would have been like this. I mean, most of us would have been like this. The people that are conspiracy theorists and believe in like the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot, my dad was into that stuff. He loved that stuff. He was really into he believed in aliens, and he believed in Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster and, the Chupacabra and all these types of things, the Mothman. He believed in all that stuff, right? And he had good arguments as to why he believed in that stuff, and it was a lot of fun growing up with that stuff. But me and myself, I have my own view on it. Now, I would like to think that it's super ignorant to think that we're the only living things in this world. We've had people say, well, people are the only living... No, Earth has the only living things in this world. People are the only living things. And I'm like, people are the only living things? My dog, Brady's a dog. He's a living thing. The tree outside is a living thing. The bird outside, people say things that I don't even think they think when they say things sometimes. They mean one thing, they say another, but kind of gets misconstrued. But mathematically, think about it. It's impossible to think with all the galaxies and universes out there that we're the only planet that has life on it, right? That's just a crazy thought, right? But we're trained as kids. Aliens are not real. Ghosts are not real. Look, a lot of stuff on TV lately about aliens, ghosts, shit that it's so interesting and we're so hyped about it that now we're kind of desensitized to it, right? Now we see it on TV all the time. There's so many ghost shows, I can't even keep track of them. It used to be just Ghost Hunters. Now there's Ancient Aliens. There's all these other different ones, these shows that have, the ancient civilizations that they feel interacted with aliens. There's a lot of alien stuff and paranormal stuff in general on TV that I feel like it's been around long enough to now that we're kind of desensitized to it. Now, for me, if it were me running the world, the country, whatever it is, and I wanted to tell the world that aliens were real, I probably wouldn't just come out and say it. I probably would let that little slow trickle come out, and now we have all these things that are declassified, right? So why, if you were trying to hide the fact that there was life on other planets that's been visiting us, whatever the case may be, would you declassify the documents that prove that that's true? My thing is, if you don't want people to know about it, that shit's going to be buried. Nobody will ever find it. We'll be hundreds of years fucking gone before they, even open those classified files. But the government is declassifying things now. And if you watch these conspiracy things, they talk about how the government's been covering up things. They have Project Blue Book. They actually made a TV show about it now, right? And talk about all those things. We have pilots and different military people stepping forward saying that they've seen stuff. Listen, they could be told not to say something. They could easily be told by their superiors to shut up, don't say anything, it's classified information, need to know basis, all that shit. They could do that. They're not. They're letting them talk about it. They're letting these things come out, these TV shows that have unclassified information and stuff in them that were classified. Well, this week we missed one of the biggest announcements in human history, that the Pentagon officially releases UFO videos. Now, at first I thought, I'd seen these videos, on, TV when they came out or whatever, and they were people, well, we don't know, but you can hear the military people kind of freaking out about them when they're seeing them, it's on the videos. And then there was a lot of speculation as to whether those videos were, just created, it was just movie magic that they created it. Well, the Pentagon released the videos, right? Now listen to this. The video shows what appear to be unidentified flying objects rapidly moving while recorded by infrared cameras. Two of the videos contain service members reacting in awe on how quickly the objects are moving. One voice speculates that it could be a drone. The Navy previously acknowledged the veracity of the videos in September of last year. They're officially releasing them now in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage has been circulating was real, or whether or not there was more to the videos. So the Pentagon wants you to know that these videos are real. These unidentified flying objects that even the military, who have seen all the different types of aircraft, have no clue what this is. It's science and technology beyond anything we've ever seen. And the government says now they want you to know that that is real. It wasn't made up. It wasn't fabricated. And there's no more than what you actually see in those videos, right? It says, after a thorough review, the department has determined that the authorized release of these unclassified videos did not reveal any sensitive capabilities or systems, and it does not impinge on any subsequent investigations of our military airspace incursions of an unidentified aerial phenomenon. The Navy now has formal guidelines on its pilots on how to report when they've seen UFOs. Navy videos were released between December 17th and March 2018 to the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences. Blah, blah, blah. It says that one of the pilots who saw the unidentified objects told CNN that it moved in ways we couldn't explain. As it got closer to it, it rapidly accelerated to the south and disappeared in less than 2 seconds, it said retired U.S. Navy pilot David Fravor. It was extremely abrupt, like a ping pong ball bouncing off a wall. It would hit and go the other way. There's another thing that talks about basically these aircraft, we'll call them aircraft, are displaying characteristics that are not currently within the U.S. inventory nor any foreign inventory we are aware of. He said that they go on and on. There's a huge thing, but basically there's a lot of stuff in here from military personnel talking about this isn't ours. It might be a drone as in nobody's piloting it. It might be some kind of artificial intelligence, something like that. It could be remote control, who the fuck knows. But it's not ours. It's not any other countries that we know of. And it does things that we don't understand technology-wise. Like the physics don't make sense with what these things are doing. So basically what the government right now is telling us this week, as of the other day, the 27th, which I believe was yesterday, they're telling us that UFOs are in the skies and they don't know what they are. And they are now looking deeper into it for reasons of national security. That's what they're saying. Why would the military at all look into anything as a matter of national security if it wasn't possibly dangerous or fake or fabricated or whatever? These videos easily could have just been buried. All the people being interviewed could be shut up very quickly. All of this stuff could be buried if they wanted to bury it, right? They don't want to bury it. For whatever reason it is, they don't want it fucking buried. Now, this is like a fucking movie, okay? We're being told basically by the government that fucking aliens are real. At the very least, these spacecrafts that contain technology that we're not aware of how the fuck it works is real. Let's take aliens out of it because it sounds so crazy, like aliens, ETs. It sounds, just take it out. We have things that have shown up in our skies that are not ours. We didn't capture them. We don't know what they are. We haven't touched them. We haven't seen them up close. But they have come in our airspace and disappeared so fast in the blink of an eye that we can't comprehend how that works. Now, I like to say that if another country has that technology, we're fucked, okay? Because that is something that is so far advanced and we can't understand. That means that civilization, if it was another country, is so far advanced, it's like having Little League players, like 5 years old, playing in the major leagues. Like, that's what it would be. Like, we'd be the Little League, and that other country would be the major leagues. That doesn't make any sense. If that was the case, our government would have shut up about it, studied these things, figured out what they need to do to create their own to combat what's going on with these other countries. They know it's not another country. They're putting this information out because they want us to know. And I'm just sitting here going, okay, first, we're in lockdown. Okay? First, we're in a lockdown that mimics the movie Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman and I think Juliana Moore, whatever. Anyways, we're in a situation that mimics that almost identically, right? People got on a plane, the thing spread, fine. Now, during this crazy time that we're in a movie, we just get told, here's proof that alien aircraft or technology on Earth does exist. That we've been denying for fucking decades. We have had research that has gone on and discovered things and found things that we didn't want to let out. But here, let's declassify it all. Let's make TV shows about it and shit now. And I'm like, and these former employees, Bob Lazar, these guys are speaking up. They're coming out and talking about this stuff. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, is this fucking real? Like, if you really wanted to give the truth, put the truth out and not impact people to where you put them in shock and possibly have them wind up in the hospital from having like some kind of panic attack, heart attack, breakdown, whatever. I mean, even religion as a whole believes in human beings being the only thing in the universe. They don't talk about anything else. They talk about human beings being like the top of the food chain. Well, If aliens exist and they can get here from their planet, we can't get there yet. So we're no longer at the top of the food chain. So religion itself crumbles because man was made in God's image. Well, what the fuck are those things that are flying in flying saucers? Religion collapses, right? The things that we thought collapse because things that we didn't think are real are now real, right? If the government just came out and said that shit, it would be fucking chaos, right? It would be absolute fucking chaos. But slow trickle till the flood. Meaning one little drop at a time, you can kind of just brush off. One little drop at a time. Just the same way that I told you guys that they did the whole 2 weeks. I said, hey, after this 2 weeks, man, watch. We're going to get whacked with 4 weeks. And I can almost guarantee after that 4 weeks, they're going to whack us with another 4. So we're looking at about 10 weeks of lockdown, right? The first 2 weeks came. Oh, it's working. We need another 4. They put the other 4 on. The problem with the next 4 happening is people are not going to take it anymore. Anthony Fauci and those guys suggest that we stay in for another 4 weeks, another 8 weeks. Sometimes I've heard reports from those doctors saying we should stay until the fall or until there's even a vaccine created. They didn't all of a sudden tell us on fucking March 1st, hey, look, we're going to be locked down until next January. They said, oh, 2 weeks here, 4 weeks here. People are not taking it anymore. So the slow trickle to get people adjusted is like a technique that I believe is being used. Why the fuck would there be so many things on TV nonstop? Me and my wife turn the TV on. There's 20 different paranormal things on and 20 different fucking alien things on. And ancient civilizations talking about they found the bones of giant. I'm just like, what the fuck are we, the Expedition Unknown? All these things that are on. And I'm like, it's hard to find a station right now that doesn't have something like that on it, right? Unless you're looking at the regular TV stations with other shit that, like, whatever. But I'm like, these stations didn't have anything like that on there 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Like, this is very new. So I'm like, okay, makes sense to me that if I wanted to get the public ready for what is about to come. Now, this sounds completely fucking crazy, guys. I get it. You can tell me I'm a fucking crackpot. You can tell me I wear a tinfoil hat. You can tell me I don't give a fuck. It's a weird fucking feeling I got that this shit is just beginning based on just the fact that they declassified those fucking videos and put them out. And the military said, we don't know what the fuck it is. It's not ours. It's not another country's. It is unidentified. And then they back off. Well, how about this? It's unidentified. We don't know what it is, but it's not dangerous. It's not an alien. It's unidentified. They know by using certain words that it'll trigger reaction in people. Using words like infected instead of, like you're infected with a cold instead of I got a cold. If I got a cold, okay, cool. I got a cold. I'm infected with a cold. Oh, don't come near me. You're infected. Using certain words can bring about different emotions, right? So when they use the word UFO, they know that's automatically tied to aliens and extraterrestrials. That goes hand in hand. Like E.T. flew here in a UFO. That's what it was, right? Like in the fucking movie, it was UFO. So like they know what words, and they could be very careful. The government's not stupid. They have a way of controlling and manipulating people to do whatever the fuck they want. They've been doing it fucking our entire lives, right? Case in point, we're locked in our fucking houses right now, right? That's where they want us, so that's where we're at, right? If we all decide to leave our houses, they can't do anything, but they want us here, so we're here. So they have ways of using words and tactics and fear to keep us paying attention, scared, and wanting their help and needing their help. So they know what to do. They could completely keep those things classified, play it down, say, look, there's no evidence showing that those things are anything but experimental drone. They could absolutely shut that shit down with, by keeping it classified and putting disinformation out, but they're not doing that anymore. The Roswell thing was like, it was a weather balloon. They're not a fucking weather balloon. Are you fucking crazy? Like, the people that were there said that's some kind of weird metal. It's not a weather balloon. Disinformation, changing the narrative. They've done it fucking forever. Why now? Why right at this time are aliens and spacecraft being talked about while the fucking COVID-19 is happening? It's just, it's fucking crazy. And the thing is, most of us I didn't even know this fucking went on. I know they declassified the videos, but I didn't know any of this other shit was said. Like, it got almost no fucking coverage. But Donald Trump talks about bleach and it's a fucking non-stop barrage. Where the fuck is the stuff about this? This is what I want to know. I don't care about Donald Trump's bleach. I want to know about this shit. Is that fucking real? Are these motherfuckers here? Like, are you about to tell us the fucking truth that all along you've been lying to us? And if the government has been lying to us, which more than likely they have, how the fuck do we trust them now? That's the question. So hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. It's something a little different. I usually don't do these, but when I saw the people coming out and talking about it and stuff, I was like, holy shit, this really did happen. This is pretty fucking incredible. So I was like, let me put this out there, man. It's something I normally don't talk about, something that was interesting to me, something that I noticed that it slipped my attention the other day. It may have slipped your attention, but now if you dig, you'll find some information. Now it's getting interesting. So now we have a possible disclosure of aircraft that may not be from this planet. So not only did 2020 start out with people like, oh, 2019 sucked, I can't wait for 2020. Oh, 2020 is my fucking year. Oh, by the way, there's a deadly virus that's like outbreak, like Ebola. It's going to fucking kill everybody unless you sit in your fucking house. By the way, we're going to take your fucking job. Yeah, that's gone too. Oh, let's drain all your fucking money. By the way, did you know aliens are real? What the fuck is going on? It's only fucking, wait, April? It's only April. We still got fucking half a year left to go. Who the fuck knows what'll happen? But chime in down below. Let me know what you guys think about it, because I'm really curious. I mean, we know for a fact it's not from America. It's not from other countries. It's not from here. So where the fuck is those things from? It's a good question, right? BusterTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BusterTraining.com is the blog. So where the fuck is that thing from, Bicep? We are out.